Tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine rush, fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast Tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast Tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude.
Well, okay, no.
Oh no.
Good morning, everybody. There's too much show going on, man.
Oh goodness. I just can't. I just can't today.
Yeah, come on, you got to have the energy. You got to have the flow, the motion. We got a nice topic today that I juiced up for everybody because people are looking for tips, tricks, suggestions for commander deck building, but we'll get there when we get there. So like I asked earlier, Hillbilly, how are you freaking doing?
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty good. Looking pretty good. Can't wait till you shave that hair of yours.
Well, I don't think that I have him because I just gained a sub, then I lost a sub, so you know it's
Well,
going to be a
grow.
while.
You'll grow. You
Yep.
will grow. And once you do, we'll shave off the head of yours. I wish
Yep, I
I
can't wait
could
for
do
you to wear a
myself.
wig.
I'm not wearing your hair as a wig. You can give me a wig. That thing better be packaged already.
So you don't want this beautiful hair on you.
Ah,
Beautiful, luscious brown hair.
little beautiful, luscious brown hair. A little beautiful, luscious brown hair. Yeah, I just got to think about we're wearing real people's hair. It's just Halloween spook. Hey Jay, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I was just thinking about Hillbilly's luscious hair, and thinking that'd make an interesting little product to for those people who are looking to buy Hillbilly merch. You can get your own Hillbilly locks. That's
Yes,
right.
that would be awesome.
A touch of Hillbilly's hair. Now you can do whatever you want. You can clone Hillbilly with this hair. You know it's yours. Just make sure you join the In the Shell community to get your Hillbilly locks.
Right,
Nice.
right. That's how it works. That's how it works. We're gonna clone Hillbilly over and over again. Massive Hillbilly.
Now, how does that work for the following? I mean, does each Hillbilly have to gather his own following, or?
Yeah, because
Well,
I'm greedy. I don't share.
What will happen is all the clones will make their own Gmail account and subscribe to Hillbilly to push those subs up.
Now that you mention that, no.
Tabal.
Hey,
My ball
how's,
How are you
how's it going?
doing? All right. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm excited. I was very excited about the prospect of just getting enough hillbilly hair for a mohawk. That's one thing I never got to do before it went away. So I'm thinking just a strip. If you
Same
could just
here.
share enough of it, give most of it to Tortoise to wear for a wig, and I'll just take a strip that I can put down the center. That would be awesome.
You know, you can take electrical tape and do that.
I did it with Chia. I did it with a Chia pet, actually. I'll have to find that picture.
Chia pet.
Right.
Chia
Yeah.
pet rule.
Chia.
Dang, I was about the same thing. Chia.
Mugenfool, how this morning?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. I see that you're here. Hell yeah. That's pretty cool. Well,
I know.
hope to engage you in the conversation today. Get you to ask some questions maybe or see what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right. Investable collectibles.
Good morning, turtles.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Holy cow. Chat blew up. Chat blew up. Holy cow. Man,
Yeah.
we're talking here and chat blew up. But investable collectibles, how are you doing?
I am doing great. Just awesome to be here. I love an awesome deck build discussion.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll get there after a couple segments. That's how we go. We roll, we flow, we jive, we get everybody comfortable in the mood. But let's say hi to people in chat really quick because, man, a lot of the people in chat are you guys here on screen. I see Mugenfool, I see Hillbilly. Hey, we got a Michael Superbacker. Michael Superbacker.
Hello,
Michael
Michael.
Superbacker.
What's up?
Cane Shaker, 8th place. Dave, good morning.
Cane shaker. Hell yeah. Shaking that cane. Shaking that cane. What's up? Shaking that cane.
Cane
Seeing Vesty Bestie is in the chat too. And Cane Shaker just going all out. 8th place Dave. Good morning. Woo! Haven't seen you. Your pretty face in a while. Welcome. So, all right. That was actually quite the pickup on chat there. Like I was looking at the little number by side. We had like 11 new comments. I'm like, what the heck? You guys are just fully interactive. That's amazing. So amazing. How to put an extra syllable in amazing to make it amazing.
This is the thing.
That's right. That's right. But outside of the world of magic, how are things going? Like last night, I actually watched the movie Inside Out 2. It was interesting. It was different. And it didn't explain all the things I wanted to know. Like, what happened to the parents' emotions that they got as a kid? They kind of suppressed them?
I've been trying myself to watch that, but every time I try to watch it, I watch it while I'm laying in bed and I keep falling asleep.
Sleep. I guess it's on the time, so you got to watch it awake.
Yeah, waking hours.
Yeah.
Or maybe he'll fall asleep watching it during the waking hours.
Probably.
It's definitely. It's all I can say without giving spoilers. Without giving spoilers of the movie, it's definitely a different take how emotions react to new emotions. So, yay.
I was
So,
actually
check it out.
watching that when you this morning when I woke up. I was actually just watching that, and I'm like, okay, first time, and I made it halfway through, and then I got then it's like, oh, I got to go on to the tortoise show. But I was actually watching it, and the anxiety emotion is definitely quite the emotion.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, yesterday I went to the card shop. And the card of the day I picked is I got out of a trade yesterday for a really sweet trade actually on my end. But the card of the day is in there. But like I had a good time trading. Went to Cooley's Card Games. And if I can find, let's see. Where is it? Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me scroll down here. There we go.
Those big seeds.
So, anyways, I think this is their non-magic site, but it's a Facebook site for the shop called Cooley's Card Games. And, anyways, I had a fun time going through there. Like, I had $15 in my pocket and blew it all. Like, I don't know how that happened, but it happened. I went into the shop with money and walked out of the shop without money. Yeah, that happened. But like, but anyways, I traded cards with one of the owners. Got this really sweet card right here. Like, a hint to it, it's now banned in Commander, and I got like a lot of good cards. I got a lot of good upgrades because they have these bulk boxes. I don't know if any of your local gaming stores investable collectibles and tibalt. I know sometimes you guys find stuff at the store. But I don't know if they have the bulk boxes you just rummage through. They have 25-cent boxes, and they have $1 to $9 box, which I got some scores on. I got cards that I got for less than what they're worth because they priced them at the time they got them, and the price of some of the cards, like Frex and Arena, went from $4 to $6. So I got a $4 card that's a $6 card. So I picked up something. Then,
yeah, there's a local bookstore in Bemidji that's got a crap ton of MTG cards. You buy 10, you get like so many free. Pretty good deals. I've searched for it. I pretty much just go for the basic lands, just because of the arts on the older cards.
You just don't make them like they used to. That's for sure.
Yep.
And we lost them again.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yikes.
Unfortunately.
oh, there we are. We're back.
Here we are.
Oh,
Oh,
you
there
go to
you
the store to
are.
get some more cards.
Right. But anyways, one thing.
And here he goes again. I'm done.
I think I gave him an idea. I think he did just.
Good morning, man among Cosmic Seeds and Four Keeps Gaming.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's up,
Yeah,
guys?
good morning, Cosmic Seeds Man and Monk. What's up? So they also had this. They have this little pack distributor thing, like you see on Twitter stream, where you can pull from the bottom. They sell packs for cheaper there that they're trying to push. And I found a pack of Aftermath. Team's Aftermath in there for $3.
Oh, nice.
I opened it, pulled a $9 card that I paid $3 for. It was pretty sweet.
Wow.
It was Calyx.
Happy dance.
Right. Yesterday was just exciting. It was insane for me. But the card of the day, I traded a set of oil slick lands for, which are like $6-7 a piece. That's not nowhere worth the amount this card is worth right now. It's dropped in price, but it's still in the hundreds.
Ooh.
So
I guess what that card is, but
yeah, you probably can guess. You dropped enough hints. But hey,
It's a spicy card.
yeah, it is. I got it for my
little grip.
Oh, what do you say?
Grip.
That's right.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Like I was excited for the ban. I would never been able to trade for that card because it's like a $300 card, right? But
yeah,
since it's no longer viable, out of the sadness of the situation, right? I was given an opportunity to trade for one.
Cool.
So that was a positive in my book because I wanted one for my cube for a long time because I got Eldrazi's in my cube. You kind of need that man around for those big old creatures.
Yeah, and it is such an iconic card too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's the exciting part. Oh, that's inside the world of Magic. The link to their Facebook page is in there. That Facebook page focuses on sports cards. They do put some of their information about Magic. They're working on getting an F&M started. Ooh, but for those in the Cedar Rapids area of Iowa, they have their address, their hours, and stuff listed on the site if you want to check them out.
Cool. Good question, Kane Shaker.
He said, where in the world?
Yeah,
Cube.
put your band card.
Cube it.
Cube.
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 Yeah.
Kitchen table friendly magic.
Exactly. You put that at rule 0. That's where you put it.
Yep.
Dude's answer.
Yep.
Well, like the nice thing about my cube, it's big enough for a couple people to draft the commander decks, so it'd be legal in that format because it's in the cube. Yeah. Yeah, correct, everybody. Cube. That's right.
Cube or rule 0 it. Yep.
Right. Right. Well, I follow the ban list because it's easier for everybody. And like all the new players come in, they're affiliated with the ban list right away. And we try to attract new players to the community, even though the ban list kind of if you agree or disagree with the banned cards of recent, there are cards on the ban list from a long time ago that honestly be taken off the list with the power level we have now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The ban list don't affect me that much because it's player versus a computer. So,
oh yeah, it's pretty spicy. But the pretty cool thing about yesterday is going through the dog boxes. I was able to get a lot of cards and a Phyrexian arena for my Collier deck.
Cool.
And that's how I went broke.
lost all that money.
And that's the story on how I have no money in my wallet.
Right.
Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Been much fun since I quit drinking.
Drinking. Oh yeah. But I got cards I was looking for. Like the store for some reason doesn't sell singles for the first 30 days of the release. They wait for the prices to adjust and kind of settle down. Then they decide what they're going to do with the cards, because are they going to put them in the dollar box or are they going to put them on the shelf where everything's like $10 or more? You know? So
That's a good idea.
You know, so they kind of wait for that, which is kind of sad. So I went there only for the trades because I was going there hoping to buy a ley line of mutation or whatever it's called, the new green ley line. But luckily, the guy I was trading with pulled one out of some packs, so I got mine from him.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome sauce. Now, with that, my friends, I sucked up so much of the airspace. I made a vacuum. It's pulling in. Hold on to your butts. It's going crazy in here.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Oh, man, I just took up the entire conversation there. I barely let any of you speak. How bad of a host am I? I'm a bad host. Sit down. Okay, I'm sitting down. All right. But anyways, as lost we got a conversation at a certain point where we need to get to the card today, which has already been spoiled because Hillbilly had to guess what it was. Hillbilly, that's the day, is it? Card of the day. Card of the day.
Card of the day.
Very well. It's a mana crypt. Now, I think this is the same version of mana crypt I got, but it's a mana crypt. Zero mana. It's an artifact. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, mana crypt deals 3 damage to you. And it taps to add 2 mana. 2 colors, man. Yeah.
Okay. I see kind of where the problem is because it costs 0. But if it costed something, it probably wouldn't have been banned.
Probably. But we have enough moxes in the format.
Yeah, that, and you got Soul Ring,
which is just this, but with upside.
Yep.
Soul Ring costs, man, and this don't. That's the only difference, really.
Soul Ring has no downside either, like this card does.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. But still, you can still play Mox, Amber, Soul Ring, Signet, and away from one. There's lots of stuff you can do with what's out there now.
Oh yeah.
That's just like this card. Like I don't think about reasons why they ban stuff a lot when it comes to certain cards like this, because if I had the chance to buy this when it was huge, there was only a certain deck I was going to put it in. There's a couple decks there's a couple decks I own that don't have Soul Ring in it. And that's because Soul Ring actually doesn't help the deck. Like this wouldn't help those two decks, right? Even if it costs 0 mana, it wouldn't help those decks. They care about perfect colored mana than they do colorless. Where my Eldrazi deck, they would care about this more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
It's a card I never played, but it's a tough one because I'm on both sides of the fence here as far as that goes. I'm actually only concerned with the ban from the financial standpoint. It's never a card I used. It's never one that I played, and I'm not necessarily sad to see it gone from the casual games that I play.
Mm-hmm.
But I am sad for those people that maybe had had a few of these or saved these or thought this was going to be something that that was going to do them justice later on. You know what I mean? So I'm sad for the fact that somebody just pushed a button and a whole bunch of people's money just disappeared. This was one of them that I was. Well, it wasn't this one. It was actually the jeweled lotus that we just pulled from a pack just like, not 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Right.
We were so excited to get that from the pack, and it made the value of the cards that we had purchased, more even. And like poof, now most of that's gone. So
I get you.
I was around the first time when they did Chronicles. When they, the first time they printed a bunch of cards, and we wound up with a reserve list. So it's not something that I was wholly unprepared for, I guess.
For cases, President. It's hard to argue, James. My vote is for Squee Goblin to Bob. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, tcgdude, what's up? Imagine trading up into this to be bad. I just traded for it. Guess what? It was all not complaining. I
mean, I can see where it's powerful at. I can see the downside. I can see both sides of the fence here. You got some people that's bought maybe 4 or 5 of these just for the money because it's worth money. And then all of a sudden, boom, gets banned, and boom, there goes the value because it's banned, because it can't be played. And now people have to take it out of their decks. So, I can understand both points of the, both sides of the fence.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's good it got banned, but it's also bad it got banned.
Oh, yeah. Like, I could have got a jewel. The guy almost gave. I told him I don't believe that card should have ever existed, so I don't want it.
Yep. Because the card, I mean, it's a great card.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also bad because it is a great card.
Right. Well, it's like not to drag on the subject of the bannings. It just sucks for the people who are financially invested into the card, for the people who actually paid the hard card cash for it. The hard card cash.
Exactly.
But like one yesterday, like tibalts on my post on Facebook where I'm like, one door closed, but another one opened, where I was able to get one. So that's it. And now we're going to roll into the question of the day. We're going to roll into the pictures of the day. Picture of the day. Here you go. Need coffee. It's a picture of Hillbilly in the morning when he's clean shaven.
Need coffee.
Coffee. That's right. Look at the heavy eyebrows, looking tired, barely woken up. Probably just became alive for the first time. But, we're in the Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
Before coffee, murderous little doll. After coffee, happy little doll. Woo-hoo.
Still just as creepy.
It is creepy. It is creepy. But then, boom. Yeah, my face when someone surprised coffee. Nice. That was a good picture of Beetlejuice from back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next picture is less Halloweeny, but I liked it. So I don't always drink coffee, but when I do, another
Another one.
That's right. Then the last picture of the day was shared by KJ yesterday. So I was like, he's like, he wants me to show a dinosaur cup. He's saying,
See, I imagine this is the dinosaur that was trying to get Jurassic Park made into a picture.
right?
Yeah, I imagine he's trying to get it made in Jurassic Park made into a motion picture. This guy's sitting there with executives.
All right.
Now imagine dinosaurs, and we eat some people.
Look at the magical way he's holding that coffee cup without using the handle.
Right. But now you find out he's talking to a couple of Goombas, so they don't understand what he's saying. If you catch that reference.
Telekinesis.
But still. All right. Cosmic Seeds, how are you doing today? Best rock ever. Mox Diamond, hell yeah. Let's see. If you're buying magic cards for the money, then you should be buying gold and silver instead.
Yep, I agree with that statement.
So, if you have pictures of the day and you want to share them with the show, you can go to Discord. There's a Discord link in the description below where you can join the Discord channel and share pictures of the day. You could be featured on the channel as sharing a picture of the day. Or you could have a question today. If you have a question, there's a place in Discord for that too, where you can make a little video question of the day. But today's video question is
presented by Discord. We have the question of the day.
We got AI Joptimus Prime. I always call him Joptimus because his voice doesn't always sound right. Asking the question today that's actually themed to the topic.
My friends, what are some good suggestions for a first-time player for building a commander deck?
Ooh, I can't answer it because I've never made a deck before.
We need to build a deck.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, instead of just winning them off people, you should actually build one.
You can do both. You can do both.
Right.
The Irish.
You know, you took that deck away from Tibalt. He was really wanting the miracles deck. I heard him the other day. He's like, I believe in miracles. All I need is you. You know. Oh, my Lord.
Well, it was a miracle that I won that deck.
Kill.
I don't even.
It's from Alf. He'd slap the table and be like, me.
Yeah.
Yes, Alf is this old 1980s show about an alien life form who lived on planet Earth. He was a little brown, loved to eat kitty cats, and thought, and he explained that on his planet, lint is more pricier than gold, and gold is trash on his planet. He's a Malmacian.
Nice.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Hello, Coach's Magic.
Coach's Magic.
So, anyways, back on the subject of the deck building, what are some suggestions that we... I know the ball has a quick suggestion before we get into the heavy topic.
I do?
I do.
Right?
Just the way you said I do.
My advice for the first-time deck builder is to stay away from 3, 4, or 5 color deck builds until you get really good with a single color or a dual color deck build. Because they can get really complicated when you start throwing in 3 colors and 4 colors.
Oh,
Arrowberg. That's when
So
it gets really complicated.
when I teach people to build deck, I actually tell them to stay. I usually tell them to stay in 3 colors and explain to the reason why they should stay in 3 colors, which is using the best draw cards, removal cards, and bomb cards out of not bomb bread cards. There you go, bread cards out of those cards and formats, and start with that. Bread being an acronym for bombs, big creatures, and win conditions. R for removal. E and explain different types of aggro, and D for draw. Like D is supposed to be for duds, but I'm like, why put duds in your deck? Or remind yourself to put duds in your not to put duds in your deck when you want the draw. And every color now has draw, but certain colors do better at drawing. Then I'll explain reanimation to them and explain how that's good. To the church of board wipes and explain to them why 10 board wipes is not enough.
All of the board wipes. Just make a board wipe deck.
I'm joking about
Board wipe tribal.
But no, it's cool. Like the investable collectibles has a good idea there. He like if you're a new player, stick with 2 colors, build the 2 colors or 1 color. 1 color, 2 colors is really good for noobs. But like look at the commander decks that Wizards pushing out for newer players. They're 3 color decks most of the time.
Yes, that is true. Yes, that is true.
And that's why I go on staying on that part. But I think you have a valid point, so please don't think I'm disregarding what you're saying.
Remember what TCG dude said to Hillbilly.
Yeah. But no, I do agree with you, Turtle, super fast, that, it might be easier to explain how to build a multicolored deck to a new beginner, you know? And you're right, because you can use, draw from this color and ramp from this color and maybe some cool counter spells from this color, and next thing you know, you got a pretty solid, strong deck just by focusing on what some of those simple colors can do.
Oh, yeah. And like even with 2 colors, people about 2 color decks, because like kjcgdude has a 2 color deck. Surprised he wasn't able to make it to the show today. But like he has a 2 color deck, and I was like, because it's red green, he bought the deck. I'm like, all right, you're in these 2 colors. Expect some ramp, maybe, but don't expect like massive board wipes. And your removal is going to be fight mechanics more than it is going to be other mechanics. And I'm like, that's kind of the thing with rule colors. And since we have a knowledge of 2 color decks and 2 color synergies, we know what colors have what and do what for different things. So when I build a Bant deck and I explain a Bant deck to people, I'm like, well, you can either do Simic heavy where you got the counter spell, you got the ramp, and you got the draw cards, or you can do Azorius heavy and you got the control, and you got the counter spells in control, you got the draw. And I said there's 2 different ways to weigh it out, but you want the best of either which one you go towards. And that's how I break that down.
I got a question to start with, even before you get to that. If you were starting this for a new player, would you start by addressing the cards or the color pie?
The color pie.
Okay. Because
in all fairness, I tell, like, usually when someone new comes to me, which doesn't happen a lot anymore, but it has happened. They're like, I'm thinking about getting into Magic. I'm like, well, have you played Magic? I'm like, yeah, I played a little bit. So what were your favorite colors in Magic? And they're like this and this. I'm like, okay, here's what this means to me. And I explain to them the color pairing they like or the color they like. And I'm like in my 5 color deck, I use each of the colors for their own thing, right? Like I use red for haste engines, blue for draw, black for reanimation. Even though there's a lot of multicolored stuff, I focus on what the colors do individually for the deck to build this Jurassic Park themed deck. And I'm like, explain to them the importance of recursion. I explain to the importance of drawing and not having dead hands, and explain the importance of having big old bomby creatures or win condition. I'm every Magic, especially anymore.
Well, I got a question. Is it a cherry pie or apple pie?
Ring.
No.
It's a cheesecake layer.
Oh, dude, I love cake pie. I know how to make some banging no bake cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so you really start with the idea of what the deck is going to be before you even look at a commander. Is that right?
Right, but really quick, we're gonna get to the next segment. Next segment.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast quarters is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
All right, so back on track. We're on the topical segment because the question of the day really opened the door for the topic, right? But like here, Tabal was just asking a question. Repeat that question so people can hear it again.
So the question is, do you start with the commander that you're going to play, or do you start with the color pairing or the color choice of based on what those colors do?
All right. So my simple question or my simple answer to that is I always start with the color pairing. Then I'll have someone select the commander in that color pairing. But usually when someone comes up to me, they have a commander in mind. They just don't understand the colors very well. And like my weakness in commander is not understanding aristocrats well enough. You know, aristocrats is not a style I'm used to, right?
Right.
But I'll explain the best things about aristocrats, like black, red, black, white, or black, red, white. And I'll explain the best things, and I'll explain the value of drawing in those colors. Like I'm like saying black is one of the best draw colors in this format, but you're paying life for it because you're getting such value. Like I take them to church on Phyrexian Arena, even though Hillbilly has like the worst luck with Phyrexian Arena, I swear. I don't know. I don't understand how he gets that kind of luck, but when it comes
it's
to
a trade-off for the hair that he got. That's what
right.
He either got hair or he got good luck with Phyrexian Arena. Looks like he went with the hair.
Right, but honestly, he probably did good if he had a blood gift demon too for his decks, or some way to stack that drawing because, yeah, he needs more drawing more faster. If that makes sense. But like he runs black white, right? Draws, but doesn't have the best ability. Like your best removal in white are exiling spells, which is good. Your draw has good removal spells, but you don't have all the biggest bombs in the deck.
Right.
Biggest bombs in black. You do have some good bombs in black, but you don't have, and you rely on board wipes to clear the board when you're behind. And so whatnot. But anyways, what are something else you guys want to add to the situation, or you got more questions?
So really, I mean, the next question is the next step. I noticed Investable Collectibles has just a pile of cards there. So my question for that is, do you have a pile of cards that you're already drawing from, or are those known cards that you're going to put in the deck and you put them aside? Because that's what I do. I wind up with a pile of cards, and then I have to winnow it down to 100 cards.
Yes, this is just the start. Some of these cards are enchantment cards. There's some big drop cards. There's a win condition in here. There's token generators, and they're all for Voja, Jaws of the Conclave, because that's my next commander deck I want to build.
Right,
and these are all cards that I plan on putting in the deck.
Here's a question you might be able to answer. Investable Collectibles, I think we all could answer, but I want to hear your view on it. How do you pick a commander for your deck? Like, and extend on that question, not only picking a commander, what is the thought process you have when you pick a commander and want to build that deck? What kind of cards do you look for?
Well, when it comes to this deck, how I came across it, wanted to build it, was because of Voja and the abilities of Voja itself. You know, it's a 2-drop, it's red, it's green, it's white. So it's got 5-cost commander. It's got Gruul abilities. It's got the Selesnya, both dual guilds I'm really familiar with. So I want to try and combine those two guilds. And I figured that this commander, because of the wolves and the elves, would be a really good commander because I can target, tribal. And it's got the +1 counters, and it has the draw and all of that stuff that, that's what I like to do with my commander decks is find as much +1 ramps that I can do, mana ramps. I've got Azusa Lost But Seeking in here. There's a Chrome Ori, Gaia's Cradle, Cavern of Souls. There's a whole bunch of awesome cards that will help this deck hopefully produce enough tokens that Halo Fountain will be able to trigger that auto win.
Now I realize that you have some serious heat on that table. Some cards that new players won't pick up. Like I see Gaia's Cradle.
Gaia's Cradle is a proxy. This one is a proxy.
Mondrak Glory Dominance.
I did at one point own an actual official signed copy of Gaia's Cradle.
Nice.
But I had to sell it for a huge profit.
Oh, we lost somebody.
We lost Hillbilly.
Yes, we did.
He probably went to wash that hair of his.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting it all beautiful for us.
Right. So, you don't always need those fancy cards. You don't always need a proxy, right? And that's not a dig on you because Gaia's Cradle sometimes in some decks is an important staple for that deck. Because we had the discussion of staples the other day. Hold on, I'm trying to fix things.
Sorry.
You're good. So there are certain staples. The other day we had a discussion about the ban list, and we're talking about deck. The problematic with decks is the staples. And this guy was like, people don't always run staples. He's like, if you're running blue, you run this card, this card, and this card. I'm like, there you go. You just unwind the idea of having staples. And I'm like, people run staples. Like one staple for green decks is Rampant Growth. You got 3 Visits. You got Nature's Lore. Got some amazing cards. You got Fork in the Road, which I think is underrated for a mana card. Great. That filters out your deck. But all obliged.
Is budget a consideration when you're building a deck, or do you? A lot of my decks have come together based simply on. Well, first of all, I start off with a precon for a lot of my things, but lately, over the last year, my wife has built a lot of the decks, and she simply built it out of the dregs of what I have, all the bulk and all the chaff. Which doesn't necessarily mean cheap cards. It just means I was too lazy to do anything but stack them in a pile. So she had lots of things to choose from. So every now and then I'm very surprised by the card that she pulled out. And like, that's like a $5 card. What is that card doing in there? Like, oh yeah, it was just laying here in a pile. But when I'm wondering what other people do as far as that goes, are you looking at budgets when you do this, or do you build around an idea and whatever it costs is whatever it costs?
Coach the Magic. The first thing you should do when building a commander deck is buy a printer and a pair of scissors. But
budget is an issue, yes, when building a deck. And obviously with, some of the cards that you're looking at here, they are some higher priced cards. But, over time, I just set them aside, and next thing you know, I've got enough cards set aside to build a deck. So then I just sit down and build it.
Oh my Lord. That's an old school picture of you, Matt Saxon. I don't have to share that with everybody. I commented on it.
Fine. That's fine.
But anyways, I know budget's not always a problem for some people. Like one of my friends, when he first got into Magic, he lives in a situation where bills are almost non-existent, except his phone bill and his car bill. He has money to play with.
Must be nice.
It must be nice, but like in general, new people to Magic are not just going to drop hundreds of dollars on something they're not sure if they're going to stay into.
True.
You know, unless you're hillbilly, just winning the decks all the time.
That's the best way to start, I think, is start with a couple of pre-cons and then just slowly upgrade them and then get to the point where, or do it at my route, which is, marry somebody that will make the decks for you.
Right. You're right.
Not everybody's lucky enough to do that, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, my wife built decks. She'd go for the cutesy cards. She'd be like, "It's cute. It works."
One of the best and most fun. I'm almost getting off topic here, but I actually gave my wife the. Somebody had given me as a gift the Stranger Things Secret Lair.
Yeah.
So I gave it to my wife and told her, like, just don't tell me what you do. Just make something that uses these cards or whatever. So she came back with a Progenitus deck.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I have to explain to people. Yikes.
Nice.
Look at that. Look at that dark black mustache and mostly black beard there.
Right. That's a handsome
But yeah,
fella.
she built a budget version of a Progenitus deck for me. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, it's like me. My friend wanted to give me a card because, and I'm like, I'll trade you for it if you don't want it. So I gave him a dinosaur because his friend's trying to build the dinosaur deck, and what happened is he bought the dog meat deck and got rid of the real card. You know how the commander decks comes with the thick cards? He kept the thick card as the commander card.
Huh.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Said trade him for that. No, to build dog meat. So a version of dog meat.
Cutting out bad, Taurus.
Really bad.
I can't help it. On my end, I'm not cutting out. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
We didn't hear a word you said just now.
You didn't hear a word I said.
All we heard was that he got rid of the actual card and kept the thick card.
Yeah. So he got rid of the actual card to my friend who was going to build a Naya-colored enchantment deck, but instead building a Celestia colored Aura's deck, which is pretty strong. Like a little bit stronger than my Rafik deck, surprisingly that good. And but like so he traded me his dog meat for a card because his friend wants to build the dinosaur deck. So I traded him a Tali Primal Storm, top card of your library, everybody's library. And I traded him one of those. And dog meat. Then I ended up building a jank dog meat deck. Started playing with it. Then I ended up getting some funds to upgrade it. Then I upgraded some more. I went from jank to tank. Now, Hillbilly's played against this deck a couple times. And usually by turn 5, turn 6, I'm pumping out like a 20 something attacking you.
Yep. It's pretty good.
Right. It's pretty good. So, thoughts of more questions about deck building, thoughts you have on deck building?
So, I mean, I guess the next thing is if we were going to narrow this down, we were actually going to tell a newbie how to do this. What's the next step? So you've maybe got either the color selection that you want, the colors that you like together, or you have a commander that you like. So you've got those things down. Your acronym of bread, how does that work into it? How does that figure into it?
All right, so bread acronym started a long time ago for draft scenarios because people are like trying to figure out the best draft decks. Well, commander is like a huge, oversized deck, but you still want the inconsistencies of everything. are bombs, big old creatures that win games, or combos that win games. You know, it's bombs are a little loose in the term of bombs in Commander because always done with bombs. I tell people at least 3 win conditions and have the deck function to work for either one, and that's either creature wins, it's either enchantment wins, or that's either combo wins. And usually like infinite combos and stuff like that will win the game automatically. Not all the time. Infinite turns is never fun. That's why I built a deck around it. But like they trample things that get through creatures and deal damage to your opponent faster and more effective are good ways to get through it. Having ways to, like in green, block flyers, but you always get this creature can't be blocked by one or more creature. You fight.
You're starting to break up again, really bad.
No.
I heard fight.
Yeah, I heard fight. That was about it.
Yep.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so you guys.
And it's gone.
Not done. That's not fun. Don't make fun of me. Today's a bad internet.
It is a bad connection day for sure.
But aggro is the next thing in invasion. Trying to get the creatures in attacking or the combos going fast, right? The R is for removal, but you can also creatures enchantment.
You're going to have to spit out just three word sentences, I think. There, you're good now. You're coming in sharp and clear.
I feel violated because Hillbilly just keeps laughing at me.
We're laughing with you, except we can't hear whether you're laughing or not.
All right, so aggro, trying to get creatures through, attacking really quick. But also, if you're running combo pieces, you want to get those pieces out fast to make up for the aggro. Because if you're not aggro, you need something to make up for the lack of damage you're not doing. So combo pieces, getting that extra draw. Removal. You want removal to get rid of enchantments, artifacts, creatures, planeswalkers, everything you can. You're either bouncing the creatures to your hand, you're destroying them, you're exiling them. You want to care to what colors do in those 3 things. Removal and the next one, draw and ramp, are the most important things for your deck. Removal keeps things away, keeps things at bay, but draw helps you get to those removal spells because you're running like at most 9 removal cards in your deck. Around average, you're running like 7. Then that includes board wipes, but even though I put board wipes on a different list because on top of removal you have like 4 to 5 board wipes. I think that's fair. I think 10 is fair.
Yeah.
And
then he freezes.
Somebody placed a board wipe down.
I was visualized on my screen like everybody was loading. One not disappearing in all this. But anyways, board wipes are a necessity in the game. Like in one of my decks, I only have 2 board wipes in the deck because how aggro the deck is. But they're important because there's always a time. Also, the last part on ramp together for D for bread, but there's no R in there, but you need a place to put it because people like you because in draft D is for duds, and duds remind you not to put jank cards in your deck if possible. But I like to say draw and ramp because that's like the filler you want. If you're not doing anything successful with a creature or anything, you want to ramp up and draw into something more powerful, more active. That helps flow the deck together. and every color works well in these different ways. Either green is natural abilities to do it, or colorless artifacts to help you ramp up, like Wayfarer's Bauble, treasure map, not treasure map, expedition map. You know, things like that to help you get the lands and stuff. Like mana fixing is important, and that's one thing you want to remove people of. Because like I tell you, my Traxxas deck works most of the time, or should work most of the time, because mana base is almost perfect. And that's set on the idea that the website says it's 97% good. But like it's not fallible. It's not infallible. Like it's almost perfect, not perfect. But usually by turn 4, it's my commander. And that's one thing I try to teach people. But a lot of this gets heavy with people, like especially to new players. So you have to walk them through one part at a time. So one of the best things you can always do, and I know I've sucked up a lot of time in the show, is one of the best things you can do is talk to your friends for advice.
Yep.
You know,
for sure. Because, my next question was going to be, do you have numbers or slots for each of those things?
Yes, I do. I call it the scope. Thank you for asking. The scope. How much draw and ramp you're running? Around 7 to 8. How much removal you're running? About 6 or 7. How much board wipes you're running? About 4 or 5. How much draw are you running? Probably about 5, 6 draw. I probably repeated myself, but yeah.
That's okay. Is there a place where I can download that? Use a recipe list? Yeah.
Well, you can look it up on my channel. I'd have to really look it up, dig for it. But on my channel, there's a video. Hold on. Video called Better Deck Building, and it's the basics for decks. It doesn't teach you strategy or synergy, but it teaches you building for your deck to be better at building your deck.
Could do another video like that again.
I could.
Hint, hint.
You're like deck ideas. Woo woo. All right. Yeah, that's way down there. Can you believe it's been several years since then?
Mm-hmm.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh yeah, you know how many mail days I had since then? Oh wow. All right, let's see. I'm looking at all my videos. Just build a cube. All right, there's a winter thing. I'm looking. I know. Oh, come on. Scroll down. There's a lot of videos here. You know I have over 1,000 videos.
Nice.
Yeah. And a chunk of them are bad memes.
I got probably over 2,000 videos, probably.
Wow.
And I'm still sitting under 500.
Yeah. My deck techs have gone over thousands of views. I'm surprised. And they're all bad and janky by now.
Sounds like time to update them.
Yeah, I'm going to have to update. Well, I'm planning on doing a special members only deck tech where the deck tech comes up. Oh, man. I'm seriously looking for this video. I'm several years down the road. Yeah. There we go. Which one's newer? Which one's older? Multiply. Let's build a better cube. Build a better. All right. Not that one. No! I had to back out, and it put me all the way up top. So anyways, while I'm looking for this, any little bits of advice you guys want to add to the discussion?
When it comes to making your lands decision, how many lands should you throw into your EDH deck? Because that's one thing that I usually most of my EDH builds get around 36 or 37, maybe 38 lands. I think my Dragon runs 42 though.
Wow. That seems just a little bit high to me, but my question, the first thing when anybody mentions mana base, the first thing that I ask or the first consideration I have is how many of those are tap lands?
Very few are tap lands.
Okay.
Okay. All right. If you're running more than one color, how many lands do you put in the deck? How make sure you have enough lands for the deck?
That is honestly based on the colors you're running in the deck, how many of the colors you're running in the deck, and what colors you can search for. Yeah, like my Chilean deck has more semi cards than it does white cards. So when I get a mana fetcher, like a mana fetching spell, like Rampant Growth, I fetch for a plains with it because I know that's going to be the harder one to get, and that fixes my mana ramp more because I'm going to draw into islands and forests more. So that really depends on where you're leaning to on your deck, and that's how you gauge and judge where your non-basics are going to go. So since I don't have a lot of white plains in my deck, I do have a couple of blue-white lands in there to kind of fix that. But like when it comes to what I need the most, I fetch for the things I need for later in the game because my board wipes are white. That's later game stuff.
How do you know what to make the mana base? Is it based on the pips that are required for casting spells, or do you just kind of throw in even amounts of all the types of mana?
My trick, and this is a little advanced thinking, is I'll look at the mana curve and I see what's going to pull out first and what I need first, and I work towards that.
Where do you look at your mana curve?
So I like to break down the. Here we go. I like to break down the deck when I'm building it to show me how many I got of what cards, like 1-drops, like how many cards cost 1 mana, how many cards cost 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, so on and so forth, and I line them up from the cheapest to the highest, right?
Okay.
And in that realm, like between turns 1 and 4, I look at a mana curve, like in front of me, because not everybody's going to know the websites for sure. I look at the mana curve, and what I need to pull out first, I judge off my lands off of that. Like 1-drops are usually like 2, 3, 4, so you're going to pull those not always first, right? Like by 2, 3, 4, I mean like they're not going to be turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. You're usually going to get them like turn 3, turn 5, turn 8. You know, if you only have 4 of them. And usually 1-drops are just removal or sometimes little fixing. But if your 1-drops are huge, like in one of my decks, the 1-drops are huge, I base off what most of the colors are in my deck to fix the land towards it. Like if I have a lot of blue-green spells, I'm going to lean into the blue-green spells. If I have a lot of white spells, I'm going to lean on a lot of white spells. Because I want my land to come to me at the closest time that I'm going to actually draw it in my hand or cast it.
All right. You had a new player, and they just got into Magic. What's the best advice for you to tell that new player on where to find cards and how to look up cards?
So I usually tell people myself they can either try edhrec.com or you can go to Google and type in MTG and type in ability a card has to see where other cards you might be looking for or have or might be, because they'll take you if you type in MTG and like type ability like zombies you control get +1/+1, and it'll take you to the Gatherer most likely, and you go to the Gatherer and it'll give you this whole list of EDHREC does that too. The EDHREC is actually something you have to get used to, but it's pretty good. Here's YouTube. I'm teaching you how to use EDHREC, but you type in a commander, like say Tulane Teller of Tells, it tells you what most people are playing. It tells you the synergies of the cards synergize with the deck, what the newest cards are, what the oldest cards are, kind of thing. I like that idea. What it does because it helps to shut
off nice and easy.
deck build.
Helps what?
But still, you know,
Ah, cat triple.
It helps what, Tortoise? We lost you.
I got a cat sitting on my cards.
We lost the tortoise, but we gained a cat.
And he took my camera.
Took the camera. Anyways, the only issue I have with EDA Track is it teaches you how to make a shell build. Like it takes what people already existing made and tells you how to make those decks instead of being always creative.
Oh.
That's true.
But it's tried and true. It does. Their stuff works if you follow their examples.
I like using Delver Lens to track my decks that I build because it uses statistics.
Delver Lens. I never used Delver Lens, but I actually use Commander Salt, and I use Commander Salt because the nutrition facts on it kind of help you base your deck power level and stuff on it. It kind of tells you where things are. The Commander deck power level calculator from Magic the Gathering that works. There's different websites I didn't think about linking up, and but like, hold on a second. Hold on to your butts. Hold on.
That might be another episode that we should do. Just like, what are the resources? What's a list of resources that would be good for a new player or even established players?
Right. MTG Cards Realm has the Commander deck list thing, but I think Commander Salt breaks it down a lot more easy. But I think Card Realm is more accurate on the power level, which is interesting to think about. Because like Commander Assault will say you have like a level 4 deck, a salty level 4 deck power level, but you have like 97% synergy. Then you have to take those kind of two numbers and like, well, if it's like this, we kind of gotta meet in the middle. Maybe it's right here. That's how I have to think about it. Because when I go to Card Realm, it's like you're straight up like a level 5, or you're straight up 7. And when I've gauged that response to people's decks, it seems to be more accurate than Commander Assault.
Yeah.
Interesting. But I did link Scope video in chat, and I did link Commander Assault in chat, and also Cards Realm in chat if you want to check out those websites. For sure. But
where'd the time go?
Where did the time go?
Really?
Where did the time go? Hillbilly did it. You guys just let me talk forever. You let me talk forever. I talked forever and ever, and we got
Don't
here.
forget to like this video and subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Oh, wow. Woo-wee. Like, I honestly thought it would be more of an open than let's ask Tortoise all the questions. I'm ready.
Yep.
I was ready for all the questions. I attacked them.
Well, I've got pages more to go, so we're going to have to revisit this topic, I think.
Well, maybe we can make a video together and like collaborate on it.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds like there's going to be a collab coming up.
That sounds awesome.
That could be awesome. Like we could be like call it butting heads Commander deck builds of our different opinions or our shared opinions. Like, but still,
or just do another show like this. That way, a bunch of people can ask you questions.
Yeah,
I'd have to. It's a tough.
We'd have to catch you on a good computer day.
Yep.
Right. See, what I would call the show would be Yes, Captain.
But anyways, we are getting ready to roll out. Actually, if you didn't catch that, I saw chat. So we're gonna have to roll out. We're gonna have to start going to the chill section because we are way over time. So we're gonna start with the one, the only, the Tibalts apprentice.
Okay. I'm going to that place.
Well, thank you. So happy to be here and hang with you guys and stuff. It's been way too long, Even if it's only been a week, it's been way too long. But what do we have to shill? Later on in the week, I believe Friday. Can't join you guys for Friday Night Magic. I'll be joining. Trying Casually Games. I'll be playing a deck on there, and what else? Well, most importantly, though, I plan on being back here, right here, next Wednesday, provided there's a show. That's what's important. And also, if you want any more Duskmorn cards, or you want any cards, you can always go to Dark Ritual on TCG Player. I just added a bunch of Duskmorn cards yesterday, and about $50 of them just kind of flew out the door. So there's more to be had there. So if you want to go to TCG Player, Shop Seller, Dark Ritual, that'd be me.
Description below.
Cool.
Yeah, your link's always in the description, Tibalt.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're watching now and you want to shop some Duskmorn, go to that link down there. It's about halfway down the page. It says Tibalts, Apprentice, Dark Ritual Store. There's a link to a store that takes you directly to the store. Have fun. Have at it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Oh, you do. I support you as much as I can. Then we're going to get to KJ.
Excuse me. Hey, howdy. Hey, boys and girls. I hope you're having a good day today. Well, I know I am. Train of thought. Deck building. Blake, make my brain break. So
that's why you know
Wednesday. Oh yeah, right. Wednesday at 5:00 p.m. Central Time. Hang out with Jesse Hillwheeler and myself for Procrastinating Across the Ocean. Also, don't forget about Friday, where I'm going to be hanging out with the one and only Investables Collectibles here with us today on Friday. So check us out for that.
Sorry, let me bother you. What time Wednesday did you say?
5 Central.
5 Central. Okay, cool.
Right.
All right.
Maybe I'll crash in on you guys again.
All right. We're going to full. You hear Mugenfool? All right.
The meme continues.
The meme lives. Then we roll over Investable Collectibles.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for participating in this awesome show. Asking awesome questions about EDH builds. If you are interested in following me, I have a Discord group. There's Facebook. There's Patreon services. There's a Throne link. I have Ko-Fi. I do a 2 Heads 1 Mic podcast on Fridays with kjcowboydan. Got some awesome Halloween topics coming up. I thank each and every one of you for engaging in all of our content. Go ahead and smash, give a like, hit that subscribe. I'm hunting 550 subscribers for my next goal giveaway. Thank you all.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you for being on the show today. And the next, not least,
Billy will play pieces in hand. Magic the Gathering is where he stands. Booster stack up like a dream in this world. He's the dream of opening fire emotions on the wire. His hands are his tools for the fight. Flipping cards all through the night. Hopes and dreams in every pack. He won't ever turn his back. Fire in every pack. He opens.
Dad, blight it.
Alrighty, folks. Sorry about the glare, but here we go.
Here we go.
I love that Dad Blaggett every time, man. It gets me every time.
Yeah, the song's so good, and it's all of a sudden stops. It's like, dang, Blaggett.
Ooh, got it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, what do we got here? Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, we got to store up reprints. Get a mutant Mockingbird.
Mockingbird, good card.
Stormcatch Mentor, Long River Lurker, Alt Stalker Warlock, Teapot Slinger, War Sweet, Stream Path Charger, Head of the Homestead, Three Top Centuries, a Gate the Blade Assassin, Thistledown Players, and Finch Formation. I'm sorry, James Willis did not pull your Mabel. Did not have a Mabel in this box at all. This was the last pack.
Yeah, last pack, no Mabel. But now you get a shill for yourself, Hillbilly.
All right.
Ooh. Look at that.
All righty, folks. 674 subs. Let's continue to grow on all the channels. One thing you can do to help make the channels grow is after the lives are over with, come on back and just leave a comment. You can say anything you want, just keep it positive. And also, all the likes, they help also. And if you're new, try to subscribe to the channels because they help also.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as myself, I'm going to be doing another arena stream at 2 o'clock this afternoon, Central Standard Time. And just like every day except for Saturdays, which is a little different. Sunday through Friday, it's 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Central Standard Time every day. Saturdays, it's 3 streams on my channel. It's a 9 a.m. Arena game, a 1 p.m. Commander game. And then, after the Commander game, there's another arena stream. That time is different because it fluctuates. Depends on how long the Commander game lasts. Other than that, that's all there is to shield about today.
All right. Shill to the tortoise. What's up? Everybody, I'm at 645 subscribers. We're slowly growing and creeping up there. Let's get more up there. If you join the Discord, you can actually ask me questions personally about if you have questions to ask. There could be other people on Discord who would love to help you out, help you understand. They won't troll you or be mean to you. And if someone is, let me know and I'll give them the boot. All right. But like honestly, please like this video. That is Monday, so there's no more lives, or no more content coming out tonight, tomorrow, but Wednesday there will be the normal schedule. All right, so be awesome, be cool, be wise. Want to thank everybody for.
And keep going.
I want to thank Hillbilly, KJ, Tibalt, Mugenfool, Investable Collectibles. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. And don't forget.
I didn't even know it. I walked upstairs and I looked at the cards.
Cowabunga dudes.
Cowabunga dudes. Where am I going?
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd